Okay, I've been clearing this place out, and uh, basically, the spawners, they'll active. Active means they're on fire, and that means they are ready and able to spawn some spiders. But I've got it pretty well lit up in here, so they're not spawning anybody. Because they need darkness to spawn. And from the spawner, this activation area, like the area it's burning and ready to spawn, is, you can see it's off now, is 16 blocks, I think. But there's no need to count that out. You can just keep walking until you see the fire turn off, and then when you get closer, it's on. So that's what I've been kind of doing. And with this wood over here, I'm mapping out where both of the guys are active, and it's kind of this area. I'll probably build my room over here somewhere. And I want to stand in the activation area when I'm getting ready to harvest, what have you. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to. There's also this area called what are you called? 2, 3. The escape area, something like that. Because the spawner, it'll only spawn spiders as long as they're within. Okay, see this glass? I think it's eight blocks of the spawner. So if there's a spider, and I think you are a square, the activation area is circular, kind of. The cross section, I know, because like this block right here marks the end of the area for that guy. So if we were to just go this way, assuming it was square, it would turn off. So this one is not square, squarical. um, but I think this escape area is square. So I'm fine with going with that assumption. And what that basically is so the spawners will spawn in a 8x8 area, and the spawner's 1 block, so it'll never be in the center of that 8x8 thing. So I like to not be cruel to myself, and I'm just going to go with a 9x9. It's easier. I don't want to have to look at a bunch of numbers and stuff to figure out. It's like a 9x9x3. So I'll probably, where these wood blocks are, I'll have water channeling them to where I want. And this wood marks that area. So it's 4 blocks radiating from that center spawner. 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, so. And. Oops. Probably should have dug this out ahead of time. Yeah, okay, so it's kind of this area. Gotta make it a little taller, that it'll spawn these guys in. And. Ooh, didn't dig out this side. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so it's gonna be kind of one of these. And it's 3 blocks tall, something like that. So I think this is an adequate roof, I'm pretty sure. Because it's this level. I'll use a different block. This level, and that level. And spiders are 1 block tall, so they're fine with spawning any of those, I think. Maybe it's that level too. I'll have to do some research, but more research. But basically, if there are 6 spiders in this this little 9x9 area, it'll stop spawning altogether. So you need to get them outside of that, and that would be, or outside of the area. Not if there's 6 spiders in this 9x9. If there's 6 spiders in this guy. So if I were to draw another square, oh, it's raining. Oh, let's turn the rain off. If they're in this block, like I'm not really drawing it, but imagine this is one side of a rectangle, square, what have you. We need to get them outside of that, but I also need to be standing inside of this. So we want to get them as quickly as possible outside of this range, so past these glass blocks. So we want to get them quickly outside of that and into I think I'll have the collection point somewhere in that corner. So they'll go under me and then climb up into the kill spot. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So I'm going to clear out the rest of these areas, set up these rooms, the spawn rooms. So I'll come back in a second once I've done that. Be right back. Okay, I don't know where I just left off. I'm making this way after I made all my other videos that I had made in sequence. I think this is kind of where I'm meant to take it up from. So I got the spawn room set up. This is my little retrieval room. And the line of stone bricks on the floor represents the escape area. So I have to get them as quickly as possible past these stone brick boundaries. So yeah, I recorded this out of sequence because I made a ton of mistakes. Not mistakes, but the videos were getting messy because I was just mistake after mistake after mistake. And you might be like, oh, Panda, that's pretty unprofessional. And it was very unprofessional. But, gotta learn. Now, I'm gonna see if I can't try and make a better system for this. So rather than push spiders from this corner all the way across to this side, or that corner all the way across to this side, I'm going to try to take them straight to the center, and that should be a lot faster. And I'm blowing out these blocks right now, it's not a big deal. Now the trouble's going to be, how am I going to do that with this side? So, get rid of that. And I know one surefire kind of way to do it, but I don't know if I want to. Ooh, hear the train going by outside. Let's try sign there. So then you're flowing this way. Wow, that's pretty cool that this one can flow that way and that one can flow that way. That is neat. Haha. That's not what I want to do. I want to... Oh, what do I want to do? Do I want to flow from back here? Is that kind of what I want to do? What are you doing? You making a dead spot right here? Yes, you are. Maybe... No, that's still not very good. Man, this stinks. Ooh, fresh idea. Ooh, hot off the press. Okay. Let's try... Instead of having them run into each other like this, let's try one of these. This is a bold new strategy. In all my little trials I did before this never came up. I was struggling for like a couple hours today trying to figure this little conundrum out. Let's see, block. Yeah, cool. And yeah, we're gonna try pushing them separately. Separate but equal. No, just kidding. No, not even kidding. Sorry, bad joke. Bad joke. Ooh, got mine shaft right below here. You know what? Do this just so I know if I'm down there not to dig up. And then, let's see. So the trick to doing these is making sure that the little boogers can't climb up. And I think this'll work. This seems weird, what I'm doing right now, putting the upside down half slabs. But, oh, that's still in the spawn area. Can't do that. Can't do that. No. Let's try doing this. So that it funnels them like that. And let me make sure there's no like dead spots or anything there. Nope. Okay. And I'm doing this because these little freaks like to let's see, which way do you push? You push that way too? Ooh, even cooler. Let's get rid of you too. I'm trying to get these guys stuck under a block as soon as I can, because these little jerks, as soon as they hit this glass, they're like, yep, freedom, let's climb all the way up. They see me in there waiting on them, And they're like, no, 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 I'm not falling for this. And they just climb on up. So I'm trying to get them stuck under here. And it's looking like it's going to work like that. And so that stream's kind of taken care of. Let's go work on this guy. Bloop. And a bloop. And you know, it might seem weird not merging them over here somewhere. But I was struggling all day with that. And I don't want to do that anymore. Nope. Not even once more. Okay. What is my fault? Oh, hello. Fell into mine shaft. So I need to start laying some of these guys down. Ooh, I should probably would do what I did over there, right here. Get these little jerks under these blocks. Oop. Because this little lane I'm standing in is still in the spawn area, so they can spawn up against this wall. And they'll just fall into here. And the goal is to plop them down there. Make sure there's not any other leaks. Ooh, it is dripping. Ooh, I know I'm talking kind of fast, but I tend to ramble, so I'm trying to compensate a little. And stay on target. Stay on target. Is that okay? Oh! Okay. So then I need to go back in here and hang a hard right. Hard to starboard. Because now that I've got it out of the spawning area, I want them out of the escape zone. Escape zone. So these guys pretty much made it already. Let's dig like that. And what I think I'm going to do is just have that go straight until we can merge with this guy. So... Wow, you're flowing like that, huh? Well, that's kind of no good, but we'll work with this. That just means I'm going to have to block this guy up. Oop. Oh, okay. It's getting dark. And that's a good way to do that. I think. So now I want a sign, because they'll drown right there, and that's no good. So I'm instead going to stop this water, place my own source block. And then that's actually at the right height level. Believe that. And we need to hang a right. Oh, where do I want to hang a right? Hang a right. Right here. Haha. Okay. Got the jokes. Jokey McJokerton. And this was a previous attempt at a stream. We'll ignore that. And we'll ignore what's down there right now. Go ahead and break that, actually. Plop. Man, this is actually kind of not okay. That... No, that's too high. Man. Running into all kinds of trouble. So I'm trying to keep them at this one below the floor kind of height. And that's not going so well. Okay, and are you going to make it over here? Pretty much. Rock on. And let's see if we can tie this guy in at all. Ooh. Ooh. Do you guys see how perfectly that they fit together like that? Oh. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Bam. That was not planned, ladies and gentlemen. That was something else, something beautiful. If I put this here, are they still gonna kind of get pushed up? Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, let's try right there. So this is the loot collecting stream, and I'll follow it out to my little loot collecting room. No, I won't. I'll just tell you that it's a loot collecting stream. You're gonna have to trust me. This ain't gonna work if there ain't no trust. Boop. Oh, hold on. Whoa, my contact's swimming around. Oh, it hurts. It burns. Alright, this is my loot collecting stream. Nothing schmancy. It's just a little stream, actually. I'll explain it later, but basically what we're gonna do... Oh, I can't even do it like that. Yep, you're gonna have to be here, Mr. Man. Mr. Staircase. So then I need... Am I allowed to put one here? Nope. Not there. There. Is that legal? Play ball? Yeah. And... Don't ask me why I'm doing this, but I'm putting a backward stair right there. I'll explain it when we get to the loot stream, but I'm just trying to make it so it's not messy down here. Oh no, that's actually supposed to be one also. So let me go ahead and put him into... Nope. Nope. Yeah. Man, I tell you, these stair placement things, completely random. No system. Works one way one time, works the other way the other time. And that. So if you're watching closely, that's how the loot's gonna work. And this is this new water I'm putting. Well, you're definitely working. Let's see. Plump, plump. Yep. Okay. So I got that glass pane there, and because these 3 blocks to either side of it are backward stairs, it doesn't attach itself to them. And that's pretty good. I guess I could have this side and that side be regular blocks, but I don't. Just the one. So basically, all our spiders are going to get pushed from their spawners. And this one, hopefully, this escape area for this guy, hopefully, or rather, when these guys spawn, hopefully they can get out of this guy's escape area quick enough for it to spawn more. Because when I had this one going this way and they went all the way around, this one was actually filling that one's escape area. So that was hurting efficiency. And that's no good either. So let me patch this up. And is that where I want this? Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Get in here. I know it's dark. Bear with me. And they only need a 1 block tall thing, and you should only give them a 1 block tall thing. You don't want to give them enough room to change their minds. Little devils. Just make sure it's not like a water on top of water, because that's no good. Like if this sign were broken, right here, boop, drown. Because it's this water, this little sheet that I'm looking at. You can kind of see the little lip of it right there. Maybe you can't actually. Okay, now you can. That little lip is overhanging a pseudo source block that it made below it, so it doesn't work. And I don't have any signs in my inventory anymore. Look, and nope, back there. Cool. So what we want is no source block, or no pseudo source blocks. Yeah, so these guys push into here, and up we go. And Bob's your uncle. Okay. So yeah, you want this to be low and slow. No, that's barbecue. Bam. So that's 1 block tall. And where it's changing height levels, I give it 1 block, just so they can go forward a block and then down. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it down. And I did half slabs over here, didn't I? No. Okay. Spiders will slide under upside down half slabs. The little boogers are apparently thinner than half a block, but they're wide. That's just how tall they are. So what we need now, if I do think so, one of those. Sorry, Mr. Torch, your time has expired. This guy, that guy, and here this sign is actually working out perfectly, because they need to go up a block, and they need this space to do that. So, plop, plop. And I could use a stair here or there, but I'm not going to. Lazy. No reason. Other than lazy. And how did I do this over here? You were Where were you? You were... Was this wood right here? This block right here? Or half slab? Was this half slab wood? Do you guys know? I'm gonna think it was. If it's not, let me know. Oh, nope, we need right way up. Man, these stairs, I tell you, mess them up every time. Oh, okay, so yeah, loot stream. So this is where we're gonna do our killing. Right here. And next episode or so, I'll put in a crusher system type deal that'll temporarily stop the spiders from moving into kill zone HQ, and it'll crush them to where they're within like one little slap in the face of death. And I need that. How you're one stair, one half slab, and then one half slab, one here, one half slab. Yeah, so that works out. And oh, you're supposed to be wood. And that, and in here with these guys, man, those signs. I wish there's a better way to do that. Okay, so spiders get pushed here, and then to get them out of there, all we do is where my panes go. Bam, major pane. Yeah, so they come up here, and this little booger stops them from coming up anymore. And it'll actually stop them from biting you, which is kind of interesting phenomena, as you'll see when I go ahead and turn this on normal. No, I won't. I'll never make it out alive. So I have torches up temporarily. What I would recommend is putting a couple redstone lamps, glowstone lamps, you know, the ones that you can turn off with redstone, up in here, and just wire it to a lever, depends on where you're from. But just a couple, so it's bright enough in here, and then when you turn it off, it's pitch black. But mine, I'm just gonna leave mine constantly running, and by that I mean it's always dark. So like, I'm not putting in redstone, but I'm getting rid of all my torches. So it's gonna be dark as night, 24/7, and these guys are gonna be running 24/7, as long as I'm in that activation area, which is pretty close. Whoop. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, forgot these guys. That happened last time I did this. Bam. So yeah, you see how dark it is? No, you probably can't because it's too dark. Bam. Close these guys up because I don't want spiders jumping on me. And double check to make sure you are closed. Indeed you are. And options, difficulty normal. And let's see. Yep, there we go. 3, 4. Ooh, 4. And 4. Bam. You guys, are you getting sick? Are you getting sucked in? Bam. And you know, I think I had this going this way towards me originally, the water, that is. Because the spiders, they'll track you, so they're going to want to... do we get... Ooh, yeah, we're already getting some. Oh, look at them. See, they're stuck. And I'll turn creative off so you know I'm not fibbing. So you see, Panda Survival, wearing golden armor, because I think it's neat. And here's the spiders. They're not biting me. See, no biting. Not at all. And I killed that one just now. Let's see if is his loot coming down. Yep, there it is. So all I did with the loot thing is they're standing on top of one of these panes, and water is flowing for the one down below us. The water is flowing this way on top of it, so from left to right. And there's a block. Oh no, I'm not creative anymore. Yes, there's a block like this, and then these are all stone, all stairs. Like that. So the water's flowing this way, so if any loot falls on top of this pane, instead of falling to any other side of it, the water will push the loot to the empty side. So all your loot gets down no matter what. No worries. Everything's hunky-dory. And wow, they really seem to be getting clogged right there, don't they? What's happening? Uh-oh, breach. No. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. No. Uh-uh. Okay, my computer just had like a weird lag spike, and I bet it's Fraps running out of memory, because I used up a buttload when I did all the previous recordings. So, that's my cue to go quickly, and well, there's a lot of you guys in there. So, once I install the crusher, what I'll do is get these guys to low health, so that once I throw a potion in there, it'll kill them all. Splash potion. Ooh, by the way, this little tunnel goes straight to the basement. Turns out whoa, we are flying. Yeah, basement. Bam. Batement. We're here. The basement. Turns out I was super close to the basement. And this super dark spooky room is spawner room. Man, we are... Look at them all. Look at them all. Oh, starting a glitch. Okay. That is my cue to kill these guys. So... Blah, blah. And you get so much XP from these guys. Look at that. Bam. You can see they're still kind of flowing in, and the crusher will stop them from flowing while you handle the ones that are in there. Oh, come on. Yep, there we go. And look, here's all our items and a little XP. So that's a pretty cool system. If your spider spawners are higher than your little loot room, no worries. You'll just have this guy a little above you, so you're just like popping them in from below, kind of. Yeah. So next episode I'll do the crusher, but right now I'm gonna call it an evening. So thanks for watching, everyone. I don't know where I picked up this little segment from, so excuse that probably awful cut. I'm not a wizard at editing, at words, at speaking. No, with editing software. I'm an engineer. I know how to use CAD. Don't know how to use Windows Movie Maker, so excuse me. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.